Hey guys, Dean Gearhart here, coming at you with another video. It has been well over a month since I've made my last video. I've actually been kind of taking a break from the hobby. Obviously not making any videos, but not really picking anything up until today, which I'll go over in a second. But every once in a while, I like to just take a break. And especially this time, this break I took was done for another reason. And basically, I just kind of sat back and I was looking at all the cards that I'm so close on a whole bunch of sets, but the cards I need are just, they're expensive, The prices went up on vintage. Even before them going up, they were, obviously the higher price cards. And that's usually what set builders do. We get all the low hanging fruit first, and then we fill in the Hall of Famers and the short prints and stuff like that, the high numbers. And I'm really no different. That's basically at least 5 or 6 sets off the top of my head. I'm down to like 10 or less, and they're all Hall of Famers or they're super expensive, like the 49 Satchel Paige Bowman and the Jackie Robinson, things like that. So, a couple $1,000s or more uh, in cards, prices that I need. 54 tops. I think I need 6 more cards, and they're all the Hall of Famers, and they're at least 300 and up, for the condition I want to get. And I'm not talking super high grade, just, you know, average graded raw, or I'll buy them graded. I don't know. But, anyways, I was, just sitting back, assessing things, and just decided that I wanted to try to pay off some consumer debt and to really plug away at our mortgage and get that paid off sooner than later. That way we have the funds, and I have the extra money to buy these cards, because I love collecting cards, and I collect all the sports, for sports, and I collect non-sports stuff like that. But anyways, I kind of took a break. I've still been watching videos, commenting here and there, going on when you guys are live, and chatting and stuff like that. But for the most part, just staying away from buying, except for, like I said, today, and an occasional, if I run into a garage sale on my mail route, maybe buy some cards that way. But anyways, today I picked up a collection, 1967 baseball, just 2 cards, 67 up through 71 baseball, and the football 68 through 70, with the majority of them being the 69 top set. And I give all these, at least X plus. Nothing, I didn't see anything terrible in here. There's nothing that I wouldn't take out if it was my collection, other than maybe some blurred couple. There was a couple I seen that had like blurry eyes, but for the most part, decent shape. There were some Hall of Famers and some stars, some rookies. Got a Lou Piniella rookie, the Rusty Staub, a couple Carltons, a couple Juan Marshalls, Bunning. So you kind of get the idea here. And like I said, condition excellent. Plus, there's a Drysdale, Steve Blass, Cepeda, Ken Boyer, and another Drysdale, Jim Cott. I think I've seen a Killebrew in here somewhere. Let me see, what do we got here? Klein, Purdy. Yeah, I seen sure I've seen a Killebrew. Anyways, some of these I'll use for my set, and mainly bought them to resell. So, but if there's stuff I need for my set, these would fall right in line with that, says Doc Ellis. So, whoop. Anyways, there's that. There were some 68s. Let's see, some league leaders. Clemente, Hank Aaron, Covey, Santo, Robinson, Yaz, Kaline, Killebrew, there's a Clemente in here too, All-Star, yeah. That was about the roughest condition there. Corners are a little off, but looks pretty good to me otherwise. Manny Sanguine, it's one of my favorite Manny cards. The Marichal. So just a smattering of 68s here. There's Joe Morgan. So 68, 69. We got some 1970s. There's a couple Hall of Famers there. We got a McCovey. Let's see, pull from the bottom here. We got an Owl Oliver rookie cup card. There's another good one there. Walter Alston. Another Carlton. Brooks Robinson. Marichal. And these are pretty good shape. I'm going to be going through my original set and seeing what I need to replace. I did start a second set of these. But anyways, it was a good deal for all this. I can definitely you know, upgrade some of my sets and also make some money to put towards some of the other cards I need. 71's pretty nice too, nice and sharp. That was a little off center, but 4 sharp corners, and for the most part very little chipping. Just a couple here and there every once in a while. I did not see any Hall of Famers in here though, which is fine. I don't think there was any short prints either. They were all in a binder, so that helps too. When they're in a binder, you know, they put in the pages I didn't recognize. They looked like they were like pages from when pages kind of first came out. It's kind of I don't know how you describe them. Today the pages feel softer. Back when I was a kid, when you could buy the pages for your cards, like in the 80s, I would say. I've noticed some of the cards I'd still had them in those pages, and those pages are like real stiff, and that's kind of how these pages were. They didn't have that soft feel to them, like the ones today have. But you can see these, you know, these are pretty decent shape. What else we got? A decal edge. There was a couple in here that were a little off. I'm probably going to keep these because this is almost a whole set, and I don't really have any of these, or if I do, or if I did, I've sold them. So there's a couple good ones in there as well. Carew. The backs all seem to be pretty clean. There's just a couple cards here that weren't. So I think it was only missing like 4 or 5 cards. These were the 2 that were messed up. This was the worst condition out of all the cards. this Marichal, like as if it was taped into a book. But everything else, for the most part, pretty good. The football, some pretty decent stack of 68s. And similar condition. This particular collector, whenever he had two of the same card, though, he had them, even three, like these three here, same card, they were all stuffed into the same slot in the page. And I was like, yeah, but they're okay. Same with these. If there was like two or three, like I said, two or three, even I think there was one, there was four in the same page. Tom Keating, John Keating's long-lost brother. So I'll definitely be checking out this set, because I was not close to finishing it, but more than half. So I'm going to see what I need here. So and, there's a couple, like I said, a couple Hall of Famers in here too as well. Nance. Get close up there. But yeah, that's what I've been working on mainly, is going through all these collections I bought, putting things in. I like to keep things in numerical order, and everything's got to be neat and organized. And I just got overwhelmed buying all these collections, and then going to the flea market and buying collections there, and going to the card store and picking up some collections there. So it was just non-stop, and I just had stacks and stacks of boxes. I'll do a quick room shot before I end this video, but I'll show you some of the 69s. But there was just, stacks of cards all over the place, and I've gotten it down now that I'm pretty much taking it year by year, and getting them all in order, and see what I need for my other second sets, or even some of them first sets. So, and these are the 1970s. A couple of these. This one's a little bit beat up, but I'll be selling these at the flea market, or I might put them online. I don't know yet. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty decent collection. It's been a while since I bought a collection like this. A lot of times the collections I've been getting have newer cards, and I'll show you some cards out of this. This was a $10 garage sale from the landlord. You see there was 90s stuff mixed in there with 74s, 78s. It's kind of all over the place. And then there'd be some 72 high numbers, and then there's a card in here that looked like it was chewed up by a rat. And let's see. But I figured I would take a chance for $10. I figured the guy would take $10 for him, and he did. So so it wasn't a terrible deal. And like I said, there was about 6 or 8 high numbers. And, 60s card. There's a high number there. 68. Not in the best of condition. Another high number. Then there's a 90s Donruss. 88 top. 78. So we're kind of all over the place. The Hills card. There's a Thurman Munson. That is wrinkled. So, but when you're out there, guys, it's good to ask. You never know what somebody else might have that doesn't think anybody is interested in it. Just because we know about cards doesn't mean everybody is paying attention to what cards are worth and things like that. And some people just don't have the patience, don't want to learn. They just want to get rid of the cards. So keep that in mind. Anytime you go past a garage sale, ask. It doesn't cost you anything to ask. Hey, do you got any baseball cards? Hey, do you got any football cards? Even if it's stuff you don't collect, even if it's non-sport. If it's old from the 30s or 40s, somebody will buy them. You can flip them and get cards that you're looking for. So, like I said, for $10, I think this was a pretty good deal. Yeah, even with some of the bad ones. Pull this off real quick here. Yeah, just show you there's football. Mostly 80s, couple 70s, but you get the idea. Here's an 82 baseball set. I'm just going through to make sure everything was there. These cards are nice. Nice and sharp. Not beat up, not played with. Somebody took care of them. So that was one of the many boxes I'd bought. As you can see, yeah, I still got to go through those boxes. Got all those boxes over there to go through. You can see I've got these stacks of cards here to go through. I've got boxes behind my chair to go through. Got some boxes there to go through. That's my second sets of stuff that I've started. Just real quick up here. Started making these boxes, and yes, this box has a lot of 1973 Topps cards, and I've got one complete set and almost a second complete set and working on a third complete set, and this whole thing is filled. So 81 Topps, this thing is filled. So even Junk Wax 1990 Fleer 88, these boxes are they're filled. And then these are doubles that I don't quite, I don't need a 5,000 count box for them, but just to give you an idea. And I've got stacks of basketball cards, stacks of cards here. You can see all this here. I've got stuff, cards down here, complete sets. This was filled up to about here with cards, so you can see I've made some progress. Then if you come out into my hallway, there is boxes of cards here. These are in stacks of baseball, hockey. These are all football to go through yet. I think this might be baseball. This is baseball too. Minor league stuff from the 90s. But yeah, I've got all that to go through. Plus I got a couple boxes downstairs to go through also. So that's what I've been working on. And this is probably one of the longest videos I've ever done. So I'm going to leave you with this last shot and tell you to have a good evening. Thanks for watching.